Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So we are from Group 10. We're gonna present about accounting information requirements in Tati's Bakery. So let's me introduce our team. The first one is myself. My name is Orva Linnisa, and then my friends Alifa, Rahmat, Fadila, and Mahraini Salsabila. So the topics we're gonna explain first is introduction, the second one is research methodology, the third one is result and analysis for discussions, and the last is conclusion and recommendations. So the first topics is about introduction will be presented by Mahraini. To Mahraini, time is yours.
Okay, thank you, Orva. Okay, the first one is the introductions. So, the MSME sector significantly contribute to the national economy by creating jobs and supporting region development with growing attention from various institutions. For the example here is Tati's Bakeries. Tati's Bakeries is a micro enterprise in the bakery industry operating since 2007, producing a variety of high quality products. Despite its small scales, it emphasizes effective raw material management, hygiene, and attractive packaging. The business optimizes operations to productions, finance, and direct marketing strategies, relying on the owners and the team active involvement. Tati's Bakery consistently applies basic accounting practice by recording daily income and expense, making it a relevant subject for analyze SME information needs in this accounting course. Next. So here the company's profile. The first is the company's name. We know that is the Tati's Bakeries, and also the location is the Sungai Penuh City in Jambi. Also the phone number of the owner name, and start from when. And the business type is the F&B in the trade sector. And we also have this structure here. So the owner is the Endah Sri Hartati. And she also the manager, the decisions makers, and the coordinator of business operations. So there is no fixed structure in this business, but there are two divisions, two main divisions. There are productions and also the sales. So for the production, it's divided into different type of product. There are bread and cookies, sponge and cake, traditional cake and snack box, and also the employee consumption and the product hygienes. And meanwhile, for the sales divisions, there are sales department, and also the sub department is the cashier and employee. Next. And we also have the next. We also have the histories and the development. So, the establishment of the Tati's bakeries began with a combination of personal factor and favorable market opportunities. Tatis has a passion for the culinary art and is supported by her parents' experience in a similar business. The decisions to start the business was further strengthened by the identifications of a highly promising market opportunities at the time. The owner recognized a business gap where there was a lack of bakeries offering specialized snack service, particularly for office environment. So the initial strategies implemented was to provide snack for effective activities, which proved effective due to the lack of competitors in that segment. The business growth was driven by a very strong word of mouth marketing system, where the customer satisfaction spread within a social circles. Innovations in the business model was achieved by developing a mobile charge distribution system that employed worker on a profit-sharing basis. With such a sales strategy, the business activities can be categorized as growing rapidly. Next. And we have the problem formulations in Tati's Bakery's accounting system is divided by three problems. The first problem is how are business activity going, and are they in line with current development? And the second is how are accounting practice implement and accounting information used in Tati's Bakery's business activities, and also what are the remaining obstacles to the implementations of accounting practice. Next. To solve this problem before, we need to research purpose. So we have three purpose here. The first is to find out how a business operations at Tati's Bakery works and how the business has developed to that, and also to find out how MSM is yes accounting informations and accounting practice, especially in the baking business, and to analyze the obstacle in implementing accounting practice in related business and what solution can be offered to overcome the current obstacles. Okay, maybe that's all from me. I give him back to the moderator.
Okay, thank you, Mahraini. So the next topic is about research design and will be present by myself. So at the beginning of our research, the main challenge was selecting a suitable MSMEs in Padang to become our case study. We reached out to several businesses, but many of them were unavailable due to busy schedules, lack of owner access, or other constraints. This initial difficulty helped us analyze that access and willingness to participate were a critical factor in the selection process. Once we identified some potential MSMEs, we began planning the data collection. This included shortlisting business that match our research criteria, drafting interview questions based on accounting topics, and contacting the owners to schedule possible interviews. Planning was essential to ensure we were well prepared and structured in our approach. After several attempts, we were able to schedule an interview with Tati's Bakery, located in Sungai Penuh, Jambi. The owner agreed to an interview during the Eid Adha holiday. To make the most of this opportunity, we conducted a hybrid interview. One team member met the owner in person, while other joined via Zoom. We used the pre-prepared questions to guide conversation and gather the necessary data. Following the interview, we began analyzing the information we had collected. This included understanding the bakery's background, operation, financial practices, and challenges. We examined how accounting is applied in daily activities and how financial records are managed. In the end, we chose Tati's Bakery as the subject of our study. This decision was based not only on accessibility, but also on relevance of the business to our research objective. The structure process we follow from identifying the problem to collecting and analyzing the data ensure that our findings were grounded, meaningful, and reflective of real MSME's practices. Next. The focus for our study is Tatis Bakery, which is located in Tanah Mendapo Street, Dusun Baru, in Sungai Penuh, district of Jambi Province. The main goal of this research is to examine how accounting information is used and managed in small business setting. Specifically, we aim to assess the accuracy of the accounting record and understand how accounting methods are applied in daily business operation of Tatis Bakery. To collect relevant data, we conduct a direct interview with the owner, Mrs. Endah Srihartati. We prepared a structured set of questions in advance to guide the interview and to ensure we gathered detailed information relevant to accounting practices. The data we collected through this interview became the foundation of our analysis and conclusions. Next. To collect detailed information about the accounting practices at Tati's Bakery, we conduct a direct interview with the business owner. The interview questions are carefully designed and categorized according to major accounting components. This approach ensures a structured decision and help us explore various financial aspects of the business. Next. So we begin with general business questions to understand the background and the nature of the business. These include questions about the history of Tati's Bakery, why the owner chose to enter the food industry, the business structure, types of product offered, and whether the business maintains formal financial reports. We also ask about the importance of tax reporting in their operations. Next. Next, we explore how the business manage its assets. We ask whether the buildings and equipment are owned or rented, whether asset depreciation is calculated, and if asset purchases are made on credit. We also ask about procedures for reconciling cash with financial records, credit sales policies, receivable terms, and how raw materials are sourced, either through supplies of sale purchase. Next. To understand the liabilities, we focus on how the bakery purchases its goods, whether through cash or credit. This helps us evaluate how the business manage short-term obligation and supply relationship. Next. In terms of equity, we explore the bakery capital structure. We ask if there are debts related to additional business capital, the amount and sources of initial investment, the number of investors involved, and their relationship. We also inquired about any additional capital needs that may arise during operation and how those needs are met. And then, next. For the revenue related questions, we wanted to understand sales volume, pricing strategies, and how income is managed. We asked where the daily income is deposited, whether profits are reinvested, and how sales transactions are recorded. We also explore how profit and loss are calculated and how is responsible for handling and monitoring business funds. Next. Next. Finally, we ask questions about expenses. This include the number of employees, salary structure, and profit sharing system. We also ask how income is divided among the owners, how operational funds are set aside, whether VAT is charged, and if there are any other business-related expenses that need to be paid regularly. Next. So that's all for me. The next topic will be present by Alifa. To Alifa, time is yours.
Okay, thank you, Orva. Okay, thank you, Orva. Let we start to talk about the business activities overview. And the Tati's Bakery is a home-based business engaged in the trade and production of various cakes and bread, and begin in the 2007, as my friends mentioned before. And it's a sole proprietorship that initially only took orders for pre-orders at the first time. And this product offered are diverse, affordably priced, and focused on a quality as the owner remains directly involved in the production of key components such as cream and caramel with her recipe. And the price of the product is around 2,000 rupiah until 100,000 rupiah for cake and bread. And when this when this business established, as the market continued to grow, the owners start to promote a wider variety product and improving the product quality until right now. Okay. Here is the business evolution of the product. At the beginning, it started with the office snack pre-order only when they just order were usually for box and snack, and it used for the office's event, and the owner would then order an item for customer who place pre-order. Then it expanded to cart of a best sell system, and this business began to grow by selling a bread from the carts and employing people to go around. And in addition, they also began to sell cakes in mini markets on a profit sharing basis. Then it used the direct store purchases after the growth of the business. it's start to opening a store and accepting the direct purchases, even the store was still small at the time. And in the strategy, the bakery growth with the word of mouth strategy from one and to another, and the innovation uh until right now. And here is what the car accounting practices in Tatis Bakery. Where actually in Tatis Bakery there are five accounting practices that simply has been applied. The first one is the business has been maintaining a daily cash flow record that covers the both income and expenses, and it still use a manual system. And the second one is the owner manually record all the cash related to transaction, and there's no tax report for the business. Although there are no tax report of the business, the owners still paid for the neon box tax and also the income tax. Then the every asset was purchased with cash and no third party loans. It means the owner has the capital fully, and a down payment mechanism is used for the large order. Then we analyze that there are some practice that has not been implied in the business. The first one is there's no financial statement of the business because they only use the cash flow, and there's no depreciation record for the asset. It means that the owner just buy the asset and they not estimate when the asset cannot be used again and the value of the asset is decreased. And there's no separation personnel first and the business funds, and it means the funds or the income for the business is directly come uh, owners to the owners banking. Then there's no formal organizational structure for the employee, and it's just used for uh the separation of responsibility. And here is the documentation in the business. There are the banking process and the business location and the product example. Okay, although this business has a very strong cash accounting foundation, there are challenges that have the financial management, and this include the absence of the asset depreciation and a lack of regular financial report. And this demonstrate that the lattice bakery still need the improvement and implement for more organized accounting system and make it a financial management that ensure a long-term business sustainability. Okay, there are some suggestions that come from us. That the first one is the implementation of financial accounting standard for SME, like SAKM, that has not been fully implied in this business, and that this bakery has strongly advised to adopt this MKM standard and designed for help more prepare financial report and more structure to easier understand it. And the second one is the preparation for routine financial statement. They only have the cash flow statement, but they have never used the financial statement for periodically on yearly or monthly. So preparing the complete financial statement on a regular basis will enable the business to make the better decision, like assessing which product are the most profitable. And here is the other suggestion, like for the record the asset depreciation, the owner suggests to record the depreciation on the regular cash basis, and is useful rather than expensing the full cost at the asset and the time of purchase. Then this method helps the account for the asset's declining value and contribute to a more specific and realistic structure representation at the business financial performance. Then we suggest the owner to make the separation between the personal and the business funds. It is for to ensuring the strict separation, and this important for the financial transparency and evaluation for the true profitability business. And by implementing this practice, the bakery can be more accurately assess whether the business is truly profitable and prepare the financial statement more easily and prepare for the professional growth. And then we suggest to improve the understanding of accounting and human resource, like get the responsibility for financial record to improve the understanding of the basic accounting principle and make the financial statement more modern rather than manually like use a spreadsheet. Then we suggest the utilization of the simple technology, like I mentioned before, like making the leveraging simple and free technology can enhance both efficiency and accuracy for daily transaction recording. Okay, I think that's all. May I guess to the moderator?
Okay, thank you, Alifa. The next explanation will be explained by my Mahraini. To Mahraini, time is yours.
Okay, thank you, Orva. Okay, the last is the closing sessions. So we have the conclusion here. Based on the result of the analysis that we conduct at Tati's Bakery, it can be concluded that this business has not implemented accounting records that are fully in accordance with applicable micro and small entities. The recording carried out is still simple and manual, focusing on basic cash accounting. This condition results in difficulties in producing a comprehensive financial statement, such as the income statement or balance sheet, that are accurate and accountable. The main obstacle faced by Tethys bakeries in the applicable of accounting include the absence of recording asset depreciation, the lack of routine financial report, and the absence of a strict separations between the owner's personal funds and the business funds. Although the owner has a basic understanding of cash flow, the understanding of a financial accounting standard for micro, small, and medium entities still need to be improved, which has an impact on the difficulty in preparing financial statement in accordance with the expected accounting standards. And next, like my friend mentioned before, we suggest that the owner of Tati's Bakery improve is financial management by implementing an accounting system that complies with SAKI MKI. This will assist Tati's Bakery in managing business financial in a more structured manner and provide a solid basis for economic decision making, which in turn can provide a clearer picture of business development and profitability. The use of a more organized record-keeping system, even if it remains manual at first, with a focus on more detailed classifications of transactions and segregations of funds, is highly recommended. In addition, the owner may consider adopting simple digital tools in the future, such as spreadsheet or a basic accounting applications to make recording and preparing financial statement easier. It is hoped that Titus bakeries can set aside time and resource to start improving and implementing proper accounting practice so that the resulting financial statement can be better, transparent, and in accordance with the SAKI MKM to support long-term business sustainability. Okay, that's all from me. I give him back to the moderator.
All right, that concludes our presentation on the accounting information requirements at Tati's Bakery. From our discussion, we've seen how even a small home-based business like Tati's Bakery can benefit significantly from applying basic accounting principle. Although the business still relies on manual records and hasn't fully adopted structure standards like SAK, EMKM, it's clear that there's a strong foundation to build on. With the better financial reporting, proper asset tracking, and separation of personal and business fund, the business could make informed decisions and support its long-term growth. We hope this presentation gives you a clear picture of the real challenges and potential improvement in accounting for MSMEs like Tati's Bakery. Thank you for your attention, and you are open any questions you can add in the comments, and don't forget to like and comment. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.